Under heavy police presence, Israeli bulldozers began razing part of a historic building in the heart of East Jerusalem Al Quds neighborhood of Sheikh Jarrah to make way for the development of a new settlement in the area. Known as the Shepherd Hotel, the building belonged to the late Grand Mufti of Jerusalem Al Quds, Hajj Amin Al Husseini, who led the Palestinian national movement against British policies in Palestine in the 1920s up to the year 1948. Following the 1967 war and the subsequent Israeli occupation of East Jerusalem Al Quds, the building was confiscated under the excuse that the Mufti was an enemy of Israel.
I can't believe what is happening. They are destroying a very old building in Jerusalem that belongs to one of the prominent families in Jerusalem, and they are supposed to protect it because internationally East Jerusalem is an Palestinian occupied territory, and they are supposed to protect, not to destroy.
The demolition was carried out by Jewish-American millionaire Irving Moscovich, who received a permit for the project from the Jerusalem District Planning and Building Council last year. US President Barack Obama's administration had earlier urged Israel to stop the plan, but Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu refused the request. Moscovich, who bought the place in 1985 from the Israeli confiscating authority, is a supporter of Ataret Kohanim, an organization that promotes settling Jews in East Jerusalem Al Quds, wants to initially replace the building with 20 settlement units for the Jews. The Palestinians have condemned the demolition as part of the Israeli policy of trying to change the demography of the holy city.
When they destroy the memory of the people here, when they arrest the people here, when they demolish their houses, I think this means that there will be no atmosphere for peace. They don't want peace, and we have to look for other means for that.
Israel is trying to erase Palestinian history by this act. Hajj Amin Al Husseini is symbol for the Palestinian cause and one of its elder men. This is in violation of international law.
Late last year, the UN relief agency UNRWA announced Israel razed 396 buildings in the occupied East Jerusalem Al Quds and other West Bank areas in 2010, which showed an increase of 45% on the previous year. The UN further says out of the 250,000 Palestinians living in East Jerusalem Al Quds, 60,000 are at a risk of having their homes demolished by the Israeli authorities. While Israel says it has the right to demolish homes that are built without permission, Palestinians complain that in most cases they are refused a permit to build on their own land. The West Bank, including East Jerusalem Al Quds, is considered occupied land under the international law, but Israel has settled nearly 500,000 Jews in over 200 settlements and outposts there. Amid local and international opposition, the Israeli government remains stubborn in its policy of demolitions and aggressions towards Palestinians and their property. Palestinians in East Jerusalem Al Quds view these demolitions as a direct threat to their existence in the city. Ibrahim Husseini, Press TV, East Jerusalem Al Quds.